Hi, welcome back, crowd. You're the crowd now. I hope you enjoy that name.
Crowd.
The MC crew. We're MCReviews. This the MC crew. You're the MC crowd. So welcome back to another podcast. Wow. It's been a while. We've got 4 people today.
Well, I mean, calling our listeners a crowd's a little bit like over assumptuous. You know, I wouldn't call it a crowd. I call it like a minor gathering. But...
Dude, the last time that I thought about the word crowd was the IT crowd, and that's a good thing.
Oh, that's
so
a good
you know,
thing, yeah.
I think it's a compliment more than an insult. So we've got 4 dudes here today, some of which we haven't seen all together in a little while. We got me, of course. We've got Mika.
Yep, you do. I was like, shit, what do I say? And so I just made noises and look.
Dude, that's what I do half the time.
Yeah, I'm just when I'm not hosting, I just don't know what to do. I'm just lost, man. I can't.
You either say random shit that doesn't make any sense, or you say random shit that doesn't make sense, which for some reason turns into a meme. Cough, cough, bad episode.
Yeah.
And with us, we also have your boy who abandoned us last week, Jake.
The disgrace himself.
Yes, the one, the only. The disgrace. You know, life is about balance. You need good things and bad things in life. That's what Jake's here for.
Yeah.
He's here to balance out. He's here to balance.
Well, I mean,
he's here to Well, we can't have our Lord and Savior John here. Say hello.
Hey.
It
feels like it's been
without
longer.
Jake to balance it out.
You've got your Xaviers, right, who are the pinnacle of podcasting, right? They're about as good as it gets, right? And then you get your Jakes, which just bring it down, bring it to a sort of medium level, right? They just balance it all out.
At least I'm assisting. At least I'm assisting in some sort of way.
Yeah. Me and Mika are just kind of flat planes. We don't really make any adjustments to anything.
We ain't bad. Yeah.
We ain't good. We just kind of sit there. We do what we need to do.
Unless we're talking about Sonic, then it's good.
So, what, you mean the Sonic Heroes song?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I remember we talked about that on the 3rd episode. If any of you listeners remember back there to the 3rd episode where we talked about
that was when we first had Jake on.
Yeah, that was a special episode.
The hyper potion thing.
Yeah.
And then the next episode went for 4 hours.
Oh my god, ew.
That was like...
I want to know how many people listened to that whole thing.
Oh no,
So I cannot.
Well, I mean, I did obviously because I was there.
Yeah, you were trapped. I should have looked.
I hate to say it, I don't think I've ever listened to that full episode.
Can't blame you. Can't blame you. I can think of many reasons why you wouldn't want to, such as having things to do with your life.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder why Xavier hasn't come on in a while. I remember afterwards.
Mostly because we haven't asked him.
I asked him last night, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to come over, man? Do you want to come on, man?" And he's just like, "Nah." I'm like, "All right."
Maybe that's because he doesn't want to talk about the tracks that we're talking about this week, which is
sick transition, man. By the way, did we introduce John? I forget.
Yes.
All right,
I did do that.
The Red Hawk director.
But the tracks we have this week absolutely ruined my segue, Mika. We have Neos by Glacier. We have Hardcore by Stonebank, and we have Hardstyle by Kayzo. That's all the tracks.
It's good.
It's not good, but we'll get into that later.
The second drop is alright.
At least we only have to talk about 3 songs this week, so it won't be, a hell of avalanche of talking about.
Well, then we have 4 people.
Unlike that 4-hour episode.
Yeah, dude, 4 hours.
I reckon you're gonna have.
I think we had to talk about like 20 tracks at one time.
I reckon you're gonna get a good 1 hour and 25 minutes out of us today. Yeah,
dude, we'll see. I don't know. Something gives me the feeling that the Stonebank track today is probably some of the shortest track discussion we're gonna have. I just have the feeling there is so little to say on it. But something that there is something to say something about is the first track, which is Neos by Glacier.
Yeah.
So let's go in alphabetical order, and that would mean that dude, hang on, let me think about this.
Yeah, Jake.
No, wait,
John.
we've got Jake. Yeah, we've got Jake, then John, and then Mika, and then me.
Oh,
so Jake, you go first.
I mean, I don't have any thoughts prepared.
All right, yeah, John, what's going on?
Okay, so I will take you through. No,
that was a joke.
Okay. I see how it is.
A joke taken too seriously.
Jake.
I was like half paying attention. That's my.
No, you know what? It's got good elements. It's got really good original elements. Honestly, I think the really good. What kind of instrument is
Flute.
that in like the second breakdown? Yeah, flute. That there's really good integration with the genre. It was really cool.
So do we think this song is like? It's so many things, right? At times it's like, oh, this is future bass. At times it's like, oh, this is glitch hop. At times this is, but like I guess the running theme between the whole thing is the electro beat, which is really interesting. Yeah. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, but no, leading into my second point. I really like how he integrates like 3 different genres: future bass, glitch hop, house, kind of electro. That's what I really appreciate about it. Plus, it's kind of my birthday release. It's a day before my birthday.
Well, happy birthday, dude.
Dude, you finally turned 5?
Jesus.
Yeah, it took a while.
I turned 4 and a half.
Oh, dude. What, you have half birthdays? What the hell?
Americans,
You're
privileged.
Yeah, privileged.
Yeah,
white privilege. It's seeping out of you.
Dude, we get every month. Every month, it's my 4-year and 7-month birthday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Is that what you got?
that's pretty much it.
So I take it you like it a lot.
I really appreciate it, and I can really listen to it and enjoy it.
Yeah. All right, John.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm not the host. Fuck.
It's alright, we can handle ourselves.
Yeah.
We've already
It's
discussed
gonna be an
the order.
anarchy
So.
podcast. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Come on, Red Hawk director.
Yeah, so last week's podcast that this debuted on was the only podcast I've been able to listen to live for like the past 2 months. And so getting to hear this live was pretty dope because it was kind of like, alright, Glacier, sweet, we're getting new Glacier. And then it was like, alright, this sounds like new disco or house or something. And then that part before, like when it glitches right before the first part, and my fucking jaw dropped and it got Glacier. And yeah, this is some really, really good stuff. I like it a lot more than Dancing by Myself, and I really like that song too, but this one's just, I don't know, it seems more unique and special than Glacier.
Yeah.
How about you, Mocha?
Oh, as
Mocha Frappe.
She's just gonna. Peter, I'm not an object. You can't just make me a coffee.
I will objectify you all.
Jeez, man.
Did you just say my gender?
Yeah, you just. I'm actually a.
I just assumed
I'm a cappuccino.
I just assumed your favorite kind of Starbucks coffee. I took the Starbucks. I took
What
the
Starbucks
BuzzFeed.
coffee are you?
Yeah, I took that BuzzFeed test for you.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
alright.
Oh god, like we
Oh my God.
we can't look if we knowing the way the internet works. If we even start on politics, half of our subscribers are gonna love us, but then the other half are gonna be like, I'm never gonna fucking listen to you again.
Do you really think many of our listeners are gonna be of that belief set? Somehow,
Yeah,
I do not believe it.
there are people on the internet, and everyone is.
There are people on the internet.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not
wow.
sure if, guys.
Very
guys,
true
guys,
statement.
Guys. All right, I'll tell you something pretty crazy. I'm not sure if you knew, but there are people on the internet. It's pretty.
Dude.
Holy
I know, right? Like, and there's not just like 4 of them. There's a whole bunch more. Yeah, but yeah. Don't talk about politics. It'll get you like, I don't know. What's the
YouTube age gate. YouTube age gate.
butt fucked
YouTube
by the
restricted mode.
internet. Yeah, there you go.
Is it weird that I was also gonna say butt fuck? Is that a weird thing?
I mean, it's just in my mind, man. Like,
Dude,
when are
it's
you
a
not
sign.
thinking about the butt fuck? But
That's a very good point.
moving swiftly forwards. Neos by Glacier. I have been a little bit on off about Glacier. I kind of like Dancing by Myself. The vocals have always sort of brought it down for me, but the instrumentals have always been good. I've always known he's talented. His remix of that Televisor thing, whenever it was really good.
What?
No, it wasn't Televisor. It was Bring the Madness.
No, it's Get On
No,
Up.
it was Get On Up.
Is the
It was
only
Get On Up.
It was the only tolerable remix from that
Yeah.
whole thing.
bad episode.
VIP was great, but moving.
Oh my god.
I'm like the only one in the world.
That's fucking Heartbit VIP, you
Shit, oh my god! I'm getting. Look, guys, don't get your pegboard nerds in a knot. It's bad. But
Dude.
This is why Peter's hosting.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so Neos, this is probably his best song so far. It's at first I was a little
agree.
bit like, whoa, that's that's strange, and I don't know how I felt about it. I was mostly just a bit confused about how it felt like I was listening to future bass, but it was electro, and that sort of freaked me out. I was like, I probably would have just preferred it if it had future bass, pacing and beat. But now that I've listened to it more, I've come to appreciate that it's got this really cool uniqueness to it with the sort of glitch hop vibe, but the future bass sounds and the electro pace, and it's all a very sort of it's a very it takes different elements of different genres and mashes them together to make a really, really cool, like, I guess, Frankenstein's monster of good stuff. And no, the song's just top tier. It's really, really complex. It keeps it fresh, you know. It's got that bit with the flute, which is really interesting, something I've like never heard in electronic before. It's got and the best part of the song, those build-ups. Oh my god, where it glitches out. Oh, fucking insane. But yes, thank you for emphasizing my point, Jack. But yeah, the drops are great. I'm not sure if you call them drops or breakdowns, but the parts before each of the, I guess, main drops are also really good, and it's just a damn solid, complex, interesting, varied, unique, best Glacier song I've heard. Great, awesome, amazing. Pete,
dude, hell yeah. Alright, it is time for you to hear the opinions of me, the Blue Eagle producer.
Yeah.
The one, the only, of his kind.
Yep.
It's alright. I'm just fucking kidding. It's my favorite song on the album. Glacier was made for me. I love everything about him. Oh my fucking god, it's so good and exactly what 31 needed. It's it's so good.
Well, in a week like this, it does need something good, doesn't it?
I really love the kind of two sides it has to it. Like, you know, there's the first and the third drops. They really... when I listen to those, I think of house more than anything else, though it does have quite future bassy sounds. There's something about it that just kind of gives me a nice laid-back kind of house feel. And then the second half of, the second and the fourth drop kind of give me this... Definitely more along the lines of... Mika was saying it was kind of like the future glitch kind of thing. That's exactly how I think of it. And I fucking love how it goes into those. Like, it's just kind of normal doing its thing, and then it just fucking glitches out and goes into it. So it's good. Fucking... It's great. Yeah, definitely. But, I really don't have that much to say about it, just because it's so fucking good. Everything about... Probably one of the only bits I don't like is the second half of the first and the third drops. Normally, I kind of like those... You know, the kind of melody sounds, the kind of high, not necessarily high pitched, it's hard to describe, but you know, the sounds that he uses for his melodies and like everything. Yeah, I normally really like that stuff, but it doesn't feel right in the second half of the first and the third drop.
Because it goes very sort of like haywire almost, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, which there's some bits where I think it's awesome at the end of the fucking second drop where it goes like out of it and goes for like 10 seconds. It's great and it's awesome. But it's definitely probably my favorite of the album, which unfortunately isn't saying that much. Considering it's 31, that's not really saying all that much. But
I can't remember most of the songs in this album, which I don't know how much that says.
I really like two of them, and that's it.
Which ones?
Far. This song and Escape are the only ones that I really like.
Oh, Escape.
Oh, Blaster's good too. Blaster's good too.
Yes.
Let me give credit where credit's due. Blaster's good too.
I really like Blaster.
I want to really like Everything Black so bad, and it's got so good. Awesome bits to it, but overall...
I really like it, actually.
I'd be disappointed when it shows up on number 15 on your list, and you have to throw my phone against the wall.
Considering the way this album is going, it's probably going to be number 3, and I'm not going to like it all that much. It's going to be like number 3.
Oh, man.
Especially considering the next couple tracks we're about to talk about.
It's okay, guys. Muzzy's coming, and
yes, please, Muzzy.
And Grant's coming on Wednesday.
Yes, Grant, we need you. We need you here. Come back to us, please.
Yeah.
Don't collaborate though. That's a bad idea.
This Grant song sounds fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Oh! Yeah.
I feel like John has an unhealthy love for Muzzy.
I don't think it's unhealthy at all. I think it's very healthy.
I think, I mean...
No such thing.
Someone who
especially if it's going to be...
Someone who has Tim Wolf as their favourite song on Monstercat, they're in the good books for me.
Well, and if this new EP is going to be more Timberwolfy stuff, which based on the first song that I've heard, it sounds like it's going to be more liquidy stuff. That's a good thing.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh Jesus!
Wait, what?
But
Wait, what?
Look.
So have we said everything we need to say?
There we go. Yes, have we? I have.
What are you complaining about?
Stop.
Mika?
I keep trying to host, and I realize I'm not the host. And I'm like, is he gonna say it? He's not gonna say it. It's all too much for me.
I know what I'm doing. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
gotta give you more credit.
I went to the podcast host convention in Miami last year. I know what's going on. It was the best convention I've ever been to. It's a good time. You should go check it out.
Yeah.
Especially if you're some Expanse Records guys who have a podcast, and then it's.
Wait, did he actually
No.
go to a convention?
No. It doesn't fucking exist.
It sounded so sincere.
Oh, jeez, you just got pranked.
Dude, you're bad at sarcasm, bro.
No, that's my job. My job is to
that's-
confuse people by not being good
that's
at being
me.
sarcastic.
Yeah, that's
me
for me
too.
earlier.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Maybe
I
you're the
wasn't
same
trying to
person.
sound sarcastic. I was trying to.
Yeah,
If
you're
I
trying to
fooled you,
trick
if I fooled you, Jake, then I'm happy. My job is fucking done.
I mean,
So-
the
Well, it's not
more
really hard to fool me. I have the IQ of a cupcake.
the more full I get in my life, the happier I am.
Well, let's move our asses on
Just shut up.
to Stonebank,
I don't wanna talk about it.
featuring hardcore.
This is a no. This is
Does
a,
anyone here actually
tough
like
topic.
really like it?
I like the melody.
Right, talk.
I like
Go,
the
Jake.
vocals.
You go first, just because you have positive
Well,
things.
I like
to
the
say.
no. I have very little to say about it, but what I
You
can
have
say
very
is I
little to
like
say
the
about
melody.
all of this. Come on.
Obviously, and I've got, I like the melody. I like the vocals, and the style is pretty shit. Yeah.
It's-
I don't know how
sounds the
long
same.
my opinion's gonna stay like this, but it's like the first hard dance song by Stonebank that I've enjoyed in quite a while.
I will
And
say
it's literally for the exact same reason as Jake. I like the melody, and that's it.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely. It's on of all the very forgettable Stonebank hardcore, of which there is a lot. This
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
the one that I think compare this one to most when I think about it is Be Alright. It's got a lot of similar
yeah.
stuff, you know. It's got ML. It's
But-
the same,
I
just
think-
melody stuff. Be Alright is one
the
of the
song
most
Happy
forgettable
Hardcore?
songs.
yeah, this is happy hardcore.
Okay, but
I think this is most
Explains
similar
a
to
lot.
Who's Got Your Love, at least in the sounds that are used in the melody. But
it's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
than Who's Got Your Love, in my opinion.
I think it's better. I think it's better than all of his
It's got-
2016 hard dance stuff. Personally,
yeah, probably.
It's got better vocals.
Yeah, true. That
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty standard ML stuff. If you don't like your voice, and you're not gonna like them, but they're good. I think.
That just seems like I really like ML, but it feels like the hardcore is the only place that she's in any of Stonebank's songs anymore, which is disappointing
Yeah.
because I don't like the hardcore all that much.
Right.
So I think, but it just
You know-
feels like was the last thing she was in Be Alright? Because that was
Probably.
like ages
No,
ago.
it was the trance song that he had.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Lift You Up. Yes, that's a fair point. That's a good one. But Mika, what do you think?
Well, I mean, first off, I'm interested. Shut up, watch. First off, I'm gonna have a. I'm not sure if anyone else heard that. It's just my watch went. So
I thought I heard a dog whistle or something.
but of all of us, who likes, like, as a blanket statement of his, recent hardcore stuff, who likes it more than they dislike it, or would like? Do you like it, dislike it, think it's okay? Like, personally, I think it's pretty shit. Stronger's good.
Shocking.
And yeah, Stronger's good. Everything else is pretty shit. Let's go, Jake. How do you feel about it?
I literally opened up with how he thought about it.
All right, if you
No,
were
but
to
like
wipe away
hardcore as a
all
whole.
of his
But like
recent,
Stonebank's hardcore.
Okay.
okay, it's good. I mean, if you were to take away all of his songs and just play me one of his songs and I've never heard one of his other hardcore songs before, I would enjoy it. But I've heard that style way too many times to like it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Because, like, when Stronger came out, fuck, I loved it.
Good.
I was like, hell
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Like, the hype that I had when I heard it at the end of 2014 on the podcast was like, here's the first release of 2015. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And I really liked it when it came out. And to a certain degree, I still really like it now. And some of the other ones, some of his other early ones, I really like as well. Like The Pressure, I actually
Oh,
like.
The Pressure is amazing.
But I wonder how much of that comes down to the fact that, like, if we reversed this and this was the first ever Stonebank hardcore song, I wonder if I would like it just as much, because that could very well be the case. It could be, as Jake was saying, because it was the first one. This doesn't have the
awesome Complextro part that Stronger had. Stronger
Yeah.
had like that awesome second half, didn't it? It didn't have like an electro, Complextro, glitch.
It was, there was definitely D&B parts of it.
Yeah, it's D&B, sorry, yeah, the D&B part, like that's what makes that song good.
Yeah, I don't like that much though.
And then The Pressure just changes a lot, which none of his hardcore songs since have really done.
Yeah, I really liked All Night just because I felt like it gave me the same kind of feels that like Chipland did, where like it wasn't though it makes more sense for this song than it would for Chipland. It didn't feel like it was trying to be the most like what would I say, like emotional thing, or like, because it feels like a lot of these hardcore songs just feels like it's trying to be nice, and that's what I really liked about All Night. Though it was hardcore, it still had a bit of a laid back tone to it, which made me really like that one. But apart from like the first couple, All Night, that's probably the only ones I've really liked since, and he's made a lot, so
yeah.
I mean, at least the only one had a shitty hard style beat, which made it different, but that didn't make it any better.
No.
I just feel like
terrible.
Straight hardcore is just boring most of the time.
Yeah.
You can fuse it with other genres and it works really well, but when it's just a hardcore song where it's just melodies, that's like my exact problem with like a lot of house songs like Hellberg and stuff like that. So if you're just going to do that same thing but with a faster beat, I'm not going to like it anymore.
Yeah.
So has anyone else got anything to say?
Yeah, well, I didn't say what I thought of the song. And I'm gonna do that now. Of what's it called? Ripped to Pieces, right? The new Stonebank one. I fucking hate this song so much. It's fucking awful. It doesn't have a single element I like. Oh, actually, does it? No, it does actually. But the one that I like is the melodic part at the end of the last drop is pretty good. But everything else about this song, like the main sound for the drop, like the I guess the main hardcore sound, whereas I've been able to sort of enjoy some of his other songs, here I find it's like on a very, very what would you call it? It's like it's a highly distorted sound, which I'm sure some people would like, but to me it hurts my ears to listen to. Oh god, I hate it so much. The vocals are absolutely awful. I say that about like every song, right? But I absolutely hate the vocals in the song. I don't even hate EMEL that much. She's been alright sometimes, but here, no thanks. The drops are like I said, just I can't stand them. The beat, I find the beat it doesn't match the feel of the rest of the song at all. It's the worst song on the album by far to me. No thanks. I never want to listen to it again, and yeah, that's me.
Jesus, that was a lot more harsh than definitely anyone else here. I think we can say that much. Did not expect you to hate it that much.
I didn't either.
I thought you'd just be like me, like it's not great, but it's just Stonebank doing hardcore. I'm used to it by this point.
Yeah, well, that's how I felt about almost all of his other stuff, but for some reason, there's something about this one where it just no.
Any closing thoughts from anyone else? Do we have anyone to be a little bit more positive after?
I mean, that's
after Mika.
I don't know. Maybe my liking of it will change after a few more listens, but I still think it's overall probably the best hard dance song on the label since, or I guess hardcore specifically since the break.
Yeah.
Which not that there's been a whole ton other than Stonebank and like Chipland.
Yeah, and like Feel Like This.
Oh yeah. And the Nightcore remix.
Real contender. Oh yeah, Nightcore remix of The Only One. That's my favorite. I'm
gonna look through and see if there's any other hardcore songs I've liked. Nope, none since The Pressure.
Yeah.
Dude, but Be Alright's the best song. It's the best one ever made.
I actually don't know. Well, I guess if the girl,
so
his
forgettable.
The girl would probably be that one for me.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty good.
It's
so,
pretty
with that, moving swiftly from hardcore to hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Jake's abandoned us. He's got to bring.
Yeah,
he's got to help his mom bring groceries in.
Does he?
So,
damn.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't specify his
This
mom. Are you specifying his?
I'm sorry. I
his
just wanted to say.
caretaker's
I just
gender?
wanted to say mum in a really American way.
His
like you
god.
strange, like you people do it spelling mum with an O instead of a U.
Yeah,
You
her mom.
strange
Did you just
mom.
assume Jake's mom's gender?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was just talking about moms. They spell
Moms.
moms.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense if you speak American, the best language that was ever
Oh yeah,
that was
America.
ever created.
Oh,
But
that in-joke, none who's gonna even understand that.
but let's talk about a song that, in my opinion, is as bad as The Disgrace himself.
Ooh,
This time
wow.
by Kayzo. And I don't know if you guys know, but that's saying a lot. Because Jake's pretty
Jake's
disgraceful.
pretty shit.
So, let's get into this short but hellish nightmare of a song, if you
How
ask
long
me.
is it? Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes 50.
2 minutes 50.
Yikes.
Which is, to be fair, that I'm glad it's not longer. I'm really glad it's not longer. But you know, everything you just said about Ripped to Pieces, how there's, like, not even, like, a single element that you like?
Yeah.
I feel that way about this song.
Yeah.
All the intro's kind of cool, I guess, but it's got fucking annoying vocal chops. The fucking drop, don't even get me started. It's like, I don't even know what to say. There's nothing redeeming about this song whatsoever, if you ask me. So I'm gonna let someone who's a bit more, let someone who's gonna be a little less hateful talk.
Yeah,
about it.
I
John.
think for a bit of a contra. Well, I mean, I have a contrasting opinion if you want that.
Sure.
No, I feel bad now. John, tell us how do you feel about it?
Okay, I went into this really wanting to like it because it's trap and hard style, which is a combination that's been done before in Monstercat. Like,
Cold Split Up.
the biggest one I could think of was Malicious, and Malicious did it really well.
That's a fucking
Yes.
great song.
And so that's kind of what I was hoping this song would sound like a little bit, at least based on the podcast preview. But it's not. It's kind of having.
Dude,
the
you know
worst of the two.
it's trap when it's got guncock sounds in it.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
correct.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing. All right, I don't hate the song though. Like the second drop, I think it's pretty cool. The first one's really repetitive, but there's some interestingness in there. But those vocal chops might be some of the most amateur stuff I've heard on the label. They sound like something that you'd get like on some free shitty vocals.
2012
sample
NCS
somewhere.
dubstep mix.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. It's
Drop
just
Nation.
it ruins the entire off drop. Well, actually, and the on drop parts of some parts. Just I'm not a fan.
I mean, I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna go now. Assuming that John's.
This isn't a speaking when spoken to podcast. You can speak if you want to.
I will speak. It is my time. I went into the song thinking this is gonna be the worst song of the week. This is gonna be the worst song of the album. I'm gonna absolutely hate it, and it's actually pretty cool, to be honest. I am not gonna dispute for a second that the hardstyle parts of the drop are really bad. They're very basic. There's not much that goes on. There are some cool ideas with the sounds, but they don't really work because it just feels very empty and also very just painful to listen to. But then it goes trap, and the trap sections of this song I actually really quite enjoy. It's just, for some reason, even though not that much in the song changes besides the beat and a bit of
a
pace,
terrible vocal chop.
I just
It gets
really
added.
like it when it's trap. I just really, really enjoy it. And on the topic of the vocal chops on the song, while there are a couple that are Dion Timmery and can be bad, there are other parts of the high-pitched, squeaky, generic 2012 NCS dubstep mix right vocal type things in this song that are they play in a weird nostalgic part of my brain that I associate with being an edgy year 7 who listened to a lot of really heavy dubstep back when I was 12. And it gives me nostalgia for that, and I associate it with that, and for that reason, I kind of really like the vocal chops in this song, even though I totally understand that they're fucking terrible. But I kind of really like them. And they actually make the song better for me, which is a bit silly. But, all of the off-drop segments I find pretty badass, like, in a sort of trap, error chord sort of way.
Yeah.
And even if the song has moments where it's, like, barely listenable, and, like, I'm never gonna debate whether EDM isn't or is music, because I know it is music, but it's, like, one of those songs, it's, like, there are times where it's, like, alright, this is not particularly musical. But, even if there are those parts that I think are terrible, I still think that they're pretty original and have some pretty interesting things that I haven't really heard done, like, anywhere else, or some sounds I haven't really heard done anywhere else. For that, I kind of respect the song. And so, yeah, I went into it thinking I'd hate it, and I kind of like it, and I kind of respect it, even though I can understand that it's kind of shit as well.
The problem with what you're saying is, like, about how you've never seen, like, there's some elements of this song that you've never fucking heard in any other songs before. I think maybe that's because some things are a bad idea. You know, I've never heard of someone skydiving into a lake of solid ice that would probably crush them on impact. Maybe that's because it's a bad idea. Maybe that's why some of these things don't happen. It's because they're a fucking bad, but interesting and unique in my mind. Aren't always good things. Just
no,
you know,
I agree. Like I hated Malicious when it came out for like a year, man. But for some reason here, it's just like, while no, they're not nice sounds to listen to. I just sort of like that they're there, and I like that this song exists because
this song makes me think. Whenever I listen to it, I think it makes me think of the Alpha Vibes remix of The Monster, and I never want to think about that song ever. So
it does have a bit of that vibe to it,
and that is one of the worst songs on Monstercat, without a doubt. So this is kind of going along the same lines for me. I'm sure,
but this is a good trap bit.
No, it's bad. It's bad. Good. All it does is it has a generic trap beat along with a vocal chop, which is even worse. It's got and gun cock sounds, of course. Customary gun cock sounds.
Kind of cool.
It depends on the gun cock sounds.
Dude,
I mean, if it's a trench gun, I'll do anything to listen to a trench gun get cocked.
Stock and pull did it well.
Oh
but,
yes,
you know, that's because it's not generic trap.
It's sick Call of Duty nostalgia. Oh.
Didn't Damkring have a gun cock in there somewhere?
Dude, if that was in that track, that's the best thing in the world.
I think it
was Tentacle.
Or are we talking about Damkring, really?
I thought in Damkring going into the
was it Tentacle?
First, like,
it was Tentacle.
I gotta look this up now.
It makes sense if it was in fucking Tentacle, because that song's trap, but fucking...
it was. Damkring. I know it was in Tentacle. It could have been in...
There was one in Damkring. It was going out of the intro and into, like, the first, I guess, like, part before the first drop. I don't know. Like
oh my god, yes.
I need to know.
He uses it a lot.
I
had, like, the squeaky noise and then the gun cock and then it went in. That was...
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I hear gun cock noise, it just makes me think of the song called "Shots Fired" by LeKtriQue, which is like the dumbest song in the world. But it's
LeKtriQue's your boy.
It's pretty freaking good.
I love him with all my heart. Yeah. It's a bit off topic, I know, but considering we're just about to get into the news, we
should do some off topic stuff. We've got so much time on our hands.
I wanna talk about. I wanna get your guys' thoughts on, because me and Mika had quite the discussion last week about Monstercat and the way they've been going, which was sparked by the fact that for some unknown reason, Getter is on the fucking Monstercat artist list for the Tomorrowland thing, which doesn't make any sense to me, because he's like, what's he done? He's made one remix on Monstercat. So personally, I fail to understand why he is considered a Monstercat artist and he gets to go to this show when there's tons of other artists that need the recognition and deserve to be out there way more, that just aren't getting it have been committed to Monstercat for years and have been like making tracks for them for years, but someone who's only made one remix gets to go to this performance thing with Monstercat, even though they're barely even a part of the Monstercat family. I want to know you two's Jake and John's take.
I think the reason I'm not defending or like I'm not really defending or like going against the point. I think the reason why it's those specific artists is because those specific artists were already going to the event, and Monstercat was just like, okay, you've released on our label, you can go with us, because you're not gonna have like a Fixa or Tut Child naturally at that event, whereas you're more likely to have a Getter or a Jaws or a Son Holo already. So
yeah,
I'm glad.
I don't really have an opinion.
I'm glad to see that World's going though. He's the kind of artist that I think there should have been more of.
Yeah, he deserves
an artist that needs more recognition compared to like.
Is Haywire going?
Cruella and no,
Haywire is on his own tour.
Yeah, he's already doing stuff.
Yeah, he's bigger than that.
Yeah. We also talked about Varian and how it just feels like he's getting the short stick in Monstercat in general. We went back to how he couldn't get any songs on the Best of 2016 album.
Did you guys hear Varian's new track?
The remix of
the Ghost in the Shell one?
Yeah, Ghost Shell, yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
so good.
Shit.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It is good shit.
Oh my god, which dog?
It's my dog. Barking, it's probably a postman. No, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
It's just droning in the background. I'm not really paying attention to it.
Fucking, there's as little I can do about it. Because it was probably the postman or something. I'll bet you that's exactly what it was. The postman came past and dropped something off. And now he's going fucking insane. Alright, hang on. You guys continue this for a second. I'm gonna see if I can shut him up.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, so if you had to pick, which artist do you think you would, if you had your dream live event, right? Which artist do you reckon would be there? Yeah? Well, I'll start. I mean, no doubt it'd be Varian. I don't know how happy he'd be about going on stage, knowing, what he's like. But, Varian, of course. Karma Fields, of course.
Man.
I mean, Karma Fields live would just be insane, especially if they did all that cool, like, visual shit with all the black and white colors.
Oh, dude, now the dog next door's barking.
Oh, it's sick, man. Yeah, it'd be Karma Fields, it'd be Varian. Pete, we were just talking about, if you were to go to a live event that had Monstercat artists, like, what would be your dream, sort of, your dream show to have the different artists on? And I was saying, obviously Varian, obviously Karma Fields, Aerocord would be pretty sick, and now I've forgotten every other artist on the label.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there are. I mean, I would like to say Pegboard Nerds, but then again, like, everything I've seen of Pegboard Nerds live has been, like, absolutely gross.
I will say that not every artist's music is really suited for, like, live shows.
Pilot.
Even if it is really good. Yeah. Exactly. Or someone like, for some reason, I don't feel like, as much as it's really good, I don't feel like Topi's music would work very well. His music's awesome. It's great, don't get me wrong. I just don't think that would work for a live show kind of
Unless, like, your live show was sort of just, like having a seizure. Like, then that'd probably work. But otherwise, no. But yeah, like you were saying, I do agree that sort of Variant almost feels like it's been thrown under the bus, because, like, you gotta, like, it's to anyone who's been paying attention to, any of the stuff he's been doing, his tweets, his style of music, when he talks on the podcast and stuff, like, you can tell that he's one of the most, dedicated, hardworking, inventive, creative, and like I've always said, one of the most musically talented people I've ever heard on Monstercat. And I feel like we were saying last week, he didn't have a single song on the best of last year, and I don't know, he's just been getting not much sort of, I guess he did have that one podcast takeover thing, but I don't know, I feel like
most artists who release an EP get those.
Yeah.
So it's not like a special privilege.
For the amount of, maybe it's just me, but the amount of work and time and effort that he seems to put into his music, I'm not saying that other artists don't, but I feel like he's almost like, just, you listen to his music and it feels like there's been so much love and care poured into every single millisecond of it. But then you listen to Torn to Pieces, or whatever it's called, Tear to Pieces, the new Stonebank song, and you're like, that's just him, you know, going through the paces or whatever, you know, just pushing out another song. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but I feel like Monstercat should, I don't know, show a bit more, not respect, but acknowledge how hard some of these Fields variant type artists obviously work to keep things fresh and interesting and always unique and always inventive. And
it's just unfortunately music like that is rarely commercially popular, which is what's really, really sad. It's because your Stonebanks and your Cruellas and your Pegboard Nerds are the ones that are popular.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a pity. It's a pity. So
let's get into the news, I guess.
The news, correct?
With your boy Jake, because I said you can do it.
Wait, hello. Jake doing news? That seems like a little weird of a comment.
Yeah, maybe that's a bad idea.
That is not the first time I made one of those jokes on this podcast.
It's like chocolate.
I mean, if you just keep doing it over and over and over and over again, eventually we'll beat him into like a little pulp, and then he just won't come on anymore. I mean, it's just a passive-aggressive assault against Jake. Is this entire podcast's purpose? It's not actually to provide entertainment. It's just a large, like, full-scale assault against Jakes worldwide. We're just gonna shut them down, destroy them internally, from the inside, you know? Yeah. What the fuck was that? Was that a train?
That was a train. Yeah, that's on my end. Yeah, Pete's got the dogs, Jake's got his, what do you call it, a small highway? I've got a train, so...
a minor highway.
Minor highway, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and I've got internet issues.
Well... That's just Australia, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's better because
I just assume there's like some poisonous snake somewhere in your house as well.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I'm looking at a spider right now, so that really places.
You better tell your mom.
My mum.
Sorry, I gotta accentuate the you. Yeah.
Yeah. News.
Okay. Alright, so we got our first topic. I'm just gonna go through what I went on my video this week.
Fair enough.
And then I'll do like 5 extra topics that are
bonus
in the next video.
Bonus.
Alright.
Bonus ducks.
So
sorry, move on.
So that guy that has like that scientific name AgNO3 silver nitrate.
Yeah. Who keeps getting rejected even though he's better than half the artists on the fucking label.
Very true.
I would argue that.
So him and Feej both have LPs coming.
Didn't you guys talk about this in the last podcast?
Yeah,
I feel like you guys did.
Yeah, we did. We beat you to the punch.
That's so.
We did it before
exciting.
Your video came out. We're the hottest news source these days, Jay.
Dude,
I
want both of those albums. So like now.
I know, right? AgNO3.
Did you cover the Ramses B topic?
That dude is good.
Oh, he's pure sunlight. Sorry. It's just, oof.
Yeah. Did you cover the Ramses B topic? The EP? Alright, so he has an EP, Ether, I don't care. That's what the EP's called. It's gonna be coming.
Really? And
I don't know
after he just put out, like a 26-track album, he's like, okay, now an EP.
Well, he did?
Yeah, he put out a 26-track album, like, a month ago. And it's actually not bad. Like, it's pretty good.
It's got like a bit of everything that he's done.
Yeah,
on
it's got
so,
some
like,
D&B,
there's the sides that you do like and you don't like. There's probably something on that album that you'll end up liking.
Definitely. I liked like 5 of the tracks, I want to say.
Yeah.
Alright. Did you cover the Midas topic about the 7 Lines Cold Skin possible remix?
Oh.
Alright, so Midas, that producer guy thing, he's doing a remix for 7 Lions and Echoes, and he doesn't mention what song it's gonna be.
Duh.
But it could be Cold Skin, which may confirm a remix package for that track.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Because Monstercat doesn't have enough remix packages, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Pegboard Nerds and Astronaut.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna skip over the Spectrum EP because I'm pretty sure you guys talked
the
about
Muzzy?
that.
Yeah. So fucking exciting.
You guys did listen to the preview for the Priority 1 collab,
We
right?
did not.
Okay, so it sounds a lot like... Oh god, what song was it? It has Sky L vocals for sure, so that's pretty dope. Oh man, I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, it sounds like his...
What was Sky Ellen?
What?
What was Sky
Yeah.
Ellen?
Sky L?
Yeah.
Like
What is she singing?
She was in Sacred Woods. She was in Calling Out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it sounds a lot like his Muzzy's remix of Wrong, if you guys have heard that.
So yes.
Kings of the City.
It's like a mix between like
kinda
Hard
liquidy
House
stuff.
and D&B. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, so it sounds like that. It's Muzzy and Priority 1. It was on BBC Radio, I think. And somebody recorded it and put it on the subreddit, so you guys can go listen to it on your own free times.
Yeah.
Or now. I guess it doesn't really matter.
There you go.
Yeah. That's super, super hype on that. I mean, Muzzy's just the best, you know. He's fucking amazing. Yeah.
You got Nitro Fun. He has a song that's unreleased with Glacier.
Oh yeah.
He shared like a picture with all these different unreleased tracks, and him and Glacier are one of them.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you got that. Did you get the topic about Monstercat and that crazy weird picture May 12th?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
the edgy
yeah.
Alright. We have Nanobi, who's hinting at a Monstercat release, Happy Hardcore again.
Oh,
Dude,
nice.
what a
The
surprise.
hype is true. The
Yeah.
hype is real. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
If
Yeah.
it gets remixed by Gamma and Darren Styles, oh man.
Oh my god,
I
that'd be
think
great.
Mika's hype might go through the roof.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, there's nothing I like more than a good bit of... Yeah. Nanobi.
Yeah. And then you have the preview of the Muzzy track, Breakaway.
Was that the
Oh yeah, that's what I was just talking about, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, on BBC. You get that, and then you have like that shitty... Well, it's actually not... It's like a mix between dubstep and breaks from Razahel. That track.
I kind of liked it, actually. I thought it was pretty good for like his first track back.
But,
I'm alright
when
with
was
it.
that released?
It's just a little annoying.
Is it
It was
out
like
yet?
yesterday, I think.
What? Yeah, self-release.
Oh, self-release, alright.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you guys didn't talk about the Rootkit remix of, I forget what song it was last week, did y'all?
No, but I did see that.
We did not.
Yeah. Oh god, what's the song? It was on House Nation. That's how I found it.
Oh.
And then Conroe did a remix of a Martin Garrix song, which is just Conroe doing Conroe stuff.
Oh, but with Martin Garrix, even better. Martin Garrix, just a top tier artist.
This is called Vanek Too Soon featuring Matty Noise Rootkit remix, and I personally don't like it, but maybe you guys will. It's bass house, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Is that all the news?
Yep.
Yeah. Right. I think. Shut up! God damn it!
Did you guys see that? I literally just found it when I was looking on the subreddit. That Neurofun Pegboard Nerd song.
Yep.
It sounds fucking sick.
Ooh.
Which to hear
There's
to be saying
there's
that,
actually a lot of shit on that channel, like the unreleased Monstercat, like a bunch of like new Pegboard Nerd stuff.
Yeah,
some of
like-
it's good, some of it's eh.
Yeah, there's like 20 peg.
this one's fucking awesome though.
Yeah, man. That's pretty sick.
But where'd
shit.
your boy Jake's back? All right, I saw him mute himself, and I was like, "Where's your boy gone?" So is that everything, Jake?
Yeah, my mom was throwing bags everywhere.
Have you gone through everything? All right,
Yeah.
awesome. So let's move on to the new and improved section known as the Monstercat track of the week, which I've decided and have discussed with Mika that we're going to do a little differently now. Because, you know, a lot of the times we would do it, we'd be like, choose a random album, choose a random song, and then it would be like a shitty Obsidia song from 3. And we'd be like, oh, we don't have much to say about this, we don't really want to talk about this. So this is going to work a little differently now. We're still going to do the finding the random, we'll do the album will still be random, just like it always was, but the difference this time will be, instead of choosing a song from that album with the random number generator, everyone that's on this podcast is gonna go home after this podcast. I assume we're all home now, That doesn't matter. I'm
at a train station, so.
Yeah, no, he's actually on a crowded train right now.
Obviously. We're gonna go home, and we're each gonna choose a track from that album that we think needs more attention, that we really like and we really want to talk about. You know,
but the issue is that all the tracks that need attention are on EPs and LPs.
Yeah, but like, that's not how this works.
How about we could also choose an EP song from an EP that was released on that album?
That makes sense.
I don't know it well enough to know what
then
albums...
you're just stuck up shit creek without a paddle then, aren't you? Because we'll be all good.
That's like the most Australian thing I've ever heard anyone say.
What, up Shit's Creek?
Up Shit Creek without a paddle.
Oh, no, that's like... I've always heard that.
Oh, have you?
My mom
I've
never
heard that.
I think that's a universal
I heard the term...
thing.
Yeah, that's it.
I heard the term laying in shit creek with your mouth open.
Oh god. Is that like the East Coast version?
Like when we're saying shit creek, are we speaking like a metaphorical shit creek or an actual shit
No,
creek?
we're talking about a physical creek of shit. Just
right.
Jeez, dude, it's my favorite. This is philosophy.
It's in New Jersey.
Maybe it's like maybe it's a metaphor for the AIDS crisis of the late 90s and early 2000s. Who knows?
You hearing this philosophy teacher? Maybe this is what our class should be more like.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh god, philosophy. Let's talk more about social issues for 45 minutes. That sounds great.
Yes.
Dude, it's really good.
Mm.
But
let's go.
But so this week we're just gonna choose a random album, just like we always do. But instead of talking about anything, we're gonna be talking about the songs next week. And whoever of the people here is fortunate to be on the show next week, that's when we're gonna talk about those ones. So it's pretty much gonna be find out which album. Then the week after is find out which songs. Then after that, then we'll find a new album. Then the week after that, we'll talk about the ones from that. Pretty much, it's a cycle that can just go forever.
Right.
It can just go forever, and we actually get to talk about good music.
I was just gonna say, because this is the first week we're doing it, should we do it once with an album where we choose a random album and then we talk about our favorite song from the album just right here, and then so that would be like there was a podcast beforehand, which was suggesting the album we'd choose a song from on this week, right? And then we'll also choose an album, and then next week we'll talk about that song per normal. I'm not sure if that made any sense.
Made sense, but like...
Yeah, I understand.
Dude,
just so that there's actually something to talk about this week, instead of not...
Yeah, this is also a really short podcast right now, so...
Yeah.
We gotta push it over an hour to get that YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
I think you'll find that's 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
10
sure
minutes
we're
or 1
longer than
second.
10 minutes.
I don't know, it's pretty...
If you say so, probably just means we're gonna have to silently, awkwardly sit there and think about a song while we do it, but...
No, I will be quick as hell.
Quick as hell?
Same. I'd probably be quick.
Well, enjoy picking a song to talk about from album 27, because that's what's just come up.
Album 27.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Sacred Woods.
So is it our favourite song, or is it a song
just any song you want to talk about, for any reason.
Okay.
Sacred Woods. Sacred Woods.
Woods so crispy.
Yeah, it is so crispy. It's true. I think we haven't talked about Alone enough on this podcast. We should talk about
yes, we should talk about Alone.
Oh, you know what? No. Forget Sacred Woods. Dude, that's where it's at. Alone is where it's at. It's the new... It's like nobody's ever heard it before.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Everybody
it's only got like 200,000 views.
Dude, no, we should talk about Be Alright by Stonebank.
Yeah, totally.
That's like...
I feel like this segment, half of it's just going to be people coming up with joke suggestions.
Yeah,
Guys, let's talk about Superstar by Pegboard Nerds.
Well, next week everyone will actually be ready with tracks on the go, but this is just on the fly kind of stuff. So why don't we just do it like we did before? We'll do it in alphabetical. Shut up, dog. Don't stay away from my room. Excuse me.
That'll be a good time for the train to come by.
Go away, please. Alright, I think that worked.
Dag does speak English.
Well, now, this time, we'll do what we did last... Oh my god. Just ignore it. Just go in alphabetical order again. We'll start with Jake.
Hi. At first it said Sacred Woods, but I kind of like Infinite more.
Yeah?
Dude, that's a good one. No, then tell us about it. Tell us about why you want to talk about it. Tell us about why it is you like about it.
is so damn unique. That's it.
My God, Jake.
No,
Is it that unique though?
Why do we have you on here? I thought Xavier said nothing, but oh my Lord.
Well, I mean, no.
No, I mean it's better than saying this is good. It's good.
He just like either grunts approvingly or disapprovingly. Like that's just.
He comes on, he grunts approvingly and disapprovingly, suggests a neuro track, and then leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
That works.
Yeah, some track from Endo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
People come
Could have
on.
been worse. I could have suggested Unbreakable.
I don't need to tell.
The best song ever, man. I don't want to hear anything against Unbreakable.
I don't need to tell people when to talk. I don't need to say you should go next. We know how this is working. John, alphabetical order. You go next.
All right. I want to talk about. This isn't a particularly favorite of mine, but it's a good song, and I don't know really. I've never really heard you guys' opinion on it. But "City Lights" by Conroe. I personally.
I'm actually on that page right now.
Oh, nice.
You're so weird.
I personally think it's Conroe's best work on the label, just because it's the most different from the rest of the stuff. But
yeah, no, I like it.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I agree. It's really good. Conroe, up until I Want to Know, I really liked everything he was doing.
That's kind of the same boat I was in. So
yeah, I really like On My Way Up. I really like City Lights. I really like The Saint. Those first three, I really, really like. But ever since then, he's
City
really
Lights
kind of
has such good vocals. Oh,
he's
so
really gone downhill since then. But since this is
I like
before
I
he
Want to
went
Know
down.
too.
But since this is before that point, I really like it. I think it's a great song. I agree. Yeah, the vocals are pretty good, and I really like the sound of it. But it also reminds me of that mashup that on the mix contest where it was mashed up with like, I don't know, it was like the like virtual right remix of Quantum or something like that, which was fucking.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Probably from Duality.
Yeah, it was fucking good shit. But yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah. So as for me, the next person in the alphabet, so to speak, I wanted to talk about a song that I was looking through and I was like, what are some songs that I will never remember exist and will probably skip if I don't really think about it. But actually kind of like, I never thought about it, but I listened to it just then, and Hold On by Summer Was Fun featuring Kayla.
Dude.
It's actually really fucking good.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
it's a really good
Summer
song.
Was Fun is a shit artist. Like, he hasn't released anything I like besides Hold On. Hold On's actually like really good, but everything else is trash. But no, this Hold On track, it's actually like, oh, I love the minimalism at the start of the drop. Just the, so good, so good. Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know, it's like, I didn't think it was something Summer Was Fun was going to be able to do, but it actually creates a really nice atmosphere in the drop, and then it gets really complex for a second, and it's like, oh, cool. It's just a really nice song. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Just
I
a
mean,
song
I
that
like Summer Was Fun, so
I never would have.
Can't really disagree.
Yeah, I never would have gone out of my way to listen to it, but now I think about it, it's actually really damn good. Yeah, Peter.
Alright, so my track is one that it's not one that I'll ever like in the same way I once did, but I can never forget it just for how different it is for this artist and the impact it had on me. Like, it was like one of my
Don't Fight
favorite
It by
songs.
Milano, right?
Oh, dude, hell yeah. My favorite one. No, the song that I want to talk about is Leaving Now by Noisestorm, which is just, it's so
That's a really
different.
good one.
If you compare it to Heist or Escape or anything, all songs which I like, but this song just felt like such a step out of his comfort zone just because he's normally seen as, you know, a guy that has to make heavy hitting and hard tracks, but this is just completely different. It's really nice. It's really emotional in my opinion, and it's like, for Noisestorm, it was a completely different. When I saw Noisestorm uploading D&B, this is not at all what I expected it was going to be. And I thought, like, the first time I listened to it that I was disappointed by it because it wasn't that, but as the more I listened to it, I was like, this is really like a beautiful song, with the first drop being really good, but the second drop just being one of my favorite drops on the label, without a doubt. It's a fucking awesome song, and I do not hear people talk about it enough. Like, I don't hear people talk about it ever, so that's kind of the reason I bring it up. I want to hear what other people have to say on that track.
Yeah, it's fucking.
No, it was like top 10 for me from last year, so I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that last drop, it's got this like, it's so satisfying to listen to. The sounds, they pop and they work in the right way. Where it's just like, oh, this is just good to listen to. It's very enjoyable. Yeah, but so what's the album that next week we're gonna talk about?
Yes, good point. Let me figure that out. 6.
Album 6,
which is a good one. Which is a very good album. So next week, whichever of you losers we're fortunate enough to get back on. Sorry, I meant to say unfortunate enough to get back on. You will be able to share yours, but if you end up saying you're going to be on the podcast and then abandoning us again, Jake, then you'll just have to make a comment about it. I imagine.
Yeah.
Is probably going to be the best solution to that. But I know me and Mika will be here, but I'm not sure if any of you guys will be on next week. But if you really want to talk about a song from 6, this is your opportunity next week.
I'm pretty sure me and Pete will both have the exact same song.
Hey, let me look at 6 and see what's going on.
I know what
I'm just going to avoid next week.
There's a bunch of really... Actually, no, I know what song Pete will have, and it won't be the one I'm going to have. There's
Rock the Flock by Televisor?
Yes.
How about United by Eminence, that big room magic?
What about Moab by
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Moab instrumental mix. It's gonna be great.
Oh,
wait, I never realized that. On Spotify it is instrumental mix, huh?
It's pitiful.
Does that mean there's actually a vocal mix? I've never heard this before.
Yeah, me neither. I'm sure a vocal mix would just be way better, judging by, all the early tracks they had with vocals. They were always great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On YouTube, it's just called Moab.
Yeah?
It's the same thing, though.
Oh,
it doesn't have any. Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, no, what a shame. It only has 400,000 views.
Oh, there are so many top-tier tracks to talk about on this album. I cannot wait next week. Well, yeah.
Oh, wow, the vocals are awful on it. Okay. Okay, interesting. They sound exactly like the vocals from Crazy.
Dude, that's my favorite.
I'm sure that's gonna get Pete real hyped.
Dude,
what did you give Crazy? Didn't you give it a 1? Didn't you give it a 1 out of 10? 2 out of 10. That was nice, man. That was a nice thing to give it a 2.
Dude, that was like the worst thing. Oh, dude, talking about that album, it's. I'm getting angry. It's time to move on to the next segment, which is known as the Non-Monstercat track of the week, where we all suggest a song that is not from Monstercat. Yeah.
Not.
That's what we do.
Not from Monstercat. Shit, I can't. I've only listened to 3 songs all week, and I don't know if I can talk about any other ones.
So, to do things differently from how we were doing them before, we're going to start off with...
Pete.
John.
John? Oh. No.
Me? Okay.
So.
Alright, so mine comes from an artist I had literally never heard of until today. Or yesterday, I'm sorry. So I was browsing Inspector Dubplate, which is like just a nice
dude, they've got some awesome stuff going on there.
And yesterday their upload was called Lucid from a guy named Frequent, and it was pretty good. It was just some neuro stuff, but it said taken from his Dream Recall album, available on March 24th, which if you look at your computer screen or your watch or something, you'll see that is today. And so I wanted to see what this was like, so on my way to class I started listening to this. And I've listened to the entire album about twice, and the entire album is just great neurostep and shit. But the last track is called Dream Recall. It's named after the LP itself. It's 11 and a half minutes, and it's the way I can describe it is it's basically Muzzy Endgame, but if you made it neurostep and you like injected it with like some human growth hormone or steroids or something. It starts out with like this violin like instrumental for about 1.5 minutes, and then goes into this really industrial drop. And then after about 1.5 minutes of that, it goes into about 1 minute or 2 of like ambience and piano, and then goes into like a really glitchy like neuro step drop from there it kind of has like some weird spoken word and stuff, and then the very end is like, it sounds like something from a video game soundtrack, like if the apocalypse was coming. That's the best way I can describe it. And
my God.
It's probably either this or the closing song for No Man Is a New EP are my favorite songs of the year so far.
Oh my God, I'm listening to this now, and 11 minutes of this, yes, please. Okay, that is a I will listen to that later on today album. That sounds fucking outstanding.
You will not be disappointed, hopefully.
So, I'll go next because I said so. Last week I talked about a track by LeKtriQue called Shred. Today I'm also going to talk about another track by LeKtriQue because he's my boy and I love him deeply. I've been listening to a lot of his music and he just makes heavy shit that's like just great. This one is from 2015 and it's a collab with Apashe called Confess, which is
oh, what? I've got to hear this.
It's all kinds of things. The off-drop sections are some of the coolest, most dramatic shit I've ever heard, with some of the best like use of choir vocals I've ever heard in a song. Like there's one lead female one especially that is just the coolest shit I've ever heard, and the midsection between the two drops is just awesome. It's also filled with an awesome brassy melody throughout the drops with some really weird high-pitched, like almost fucking scary demonic shit going on. The only downside is I don't think the second drop is anywhere near as good as the first one. But with all the other awesome stuff it's got going on, it's a song you need to give a listen to. It's electro, it's fucking got an awesome theme, it pulls it off really well, and I'd suggest everyone go and listen to it right now.
Yeah.
That is very heavy, you're not wrong.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's good shit. So, Mika, you go next.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly mention, back on what John was talking about, that Dream Recall LP, every song on it has less than 1,000 plays right now, so go check it out, please listen to it.
Well, it's been out for a day, so it's not that weird.
Fair enough. But it's amazing. I'm listening to it now, go listen to that. But my Non-Monstercat track of the day is gonna be following in John's footsteps. It's from an album I heard him talk about a lot. He really liked it, and I listened to it and I was like, hey, I really like this too. So there's this little boy, he's known as No Manner, and he is from
Mousetrap.
He's from Mousetrap, which if you know me, you'll know is a label that I just absolutely fucking adore, because Deadmau5 and that what's that chick? What's her name? Rez and
yeah.
No Manner, and they're all just amazing. And like John just said, the last track from No Manner's new EP, Above the Blue EP, which is a great EP, you should check it out if you want to. But the last track, Clear, featuring Zashanell, it's like nothing I've ever heard from No Manner. It's almost like rock kind of, and it's beautiful. It's amazing, and the vocals are just top tier. Everything is just, it's a really, really, really beautiful song, and I reckon everyone here should go listen to it. Please let us know how you feel about it down below. It's amazing. It's a really, really beautiful song. But
awesome.
Yes.
Did we get Jake? Are you last and least?
Yeah.
Just kidding, Jake. We all love you.
Yeah, totally. Alright. So this one is actually kind of not EDM, kind of
That's not possible.
rock.
Other kinds of music?
Yeah.
What demon
Yeah,
realm did you
I don't
pull
agree.
this from?
Luke Bryan?
It's like a mood on Saturn.
Ah, that makes sense.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
them.
Yes.
Looking forward to going there and fucking Destiny 2 or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we get a track from Alina Baraz. I'm pretty sure she didn't produce it, honestly. But it's called ELEKTRIQUE featuring Khalid. Not DJ Khalid. Kill him, please. But it's like this alt-rock kind of thing. But the best way I can describe her vocals are like Eden, but a girl.
Oh, yeah?
And it's like this really cool... It has a really nice bass guitar in the back.
You're doing a good job here.
Really good atmosphere. And then it turns into like a duet halfway through, which is really cool, with that guy named Khalid. But yeah, it's just a really cool song. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Just a master. Alright, so with that, that's all of us. We've all gone, am I correct? All 4 of us?
Correct.
Dude, you know what that means? That means we can go somewhere else. I can go
back and play The Legend of Zelda.
Dude, I have to edit. But it's alright because I'm really looking forward to making the thumbnail for this week. I have a good idea for it, and I hope you guys are gonna like it.
Very nice.
I need to put some creative output into this one because, you know, the podcast is just editing things together and then slapping them out there. It's kind of hard for me to put much creativity into it. Apart from making intros and then having Premiere Pro break and not let me export the thing. But I'm gonna try it again, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cry deep-seated tears. Yep. But anyway, that does in fact bring us to the end of the episode. Thank you very much, Mika, for getting up and doing something that isn't playing Zelda. Very proud of you.
I can't believe it. No, it was a waste of time now that I think of that.
John!
Jake was here.
I need to tell you that the Blue Eagle producer will always be better than the shitty rip-off brand Red Hawk director. I can't believe you would steal my name for that. But the fact that you would even be in the same chat with your deepest rival, that's something to be appreciated.
It's beautiful. We've managed to bury the hatch after all these years.
And Jake, you know what? You're alright. You're not a filthy disgrace. You can take that to your grave. Write that on your gravestone that Pete said you're not a filthy disgrace. So with that being said, that is this episode. How long do we get to go for? Dude, 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's not too bad.
Close enough to my estimation.
Dude, we'll be all good.
Not 4 hours.
At least it's better than the 45 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys next week where we'll be talking about the Slips and Slurs track is probably going to be coming out. We also got something.
We got Slips and Slurs, we got Grant, and probably something on Friday.
Oh, that Slips and Slurs one sounds so fucking
good. There was something else that was. Hang on, let me just quickly.
Oh, it's Bass Nectar and Dirty Phonics on Friday. That's what it is.
So that's probably what.
That's good.
Next week should be a good week.
Hopefully,
Hopefully,
we need some of those. We need some good weeks in our life. Alright, so with that, that's the end of the podcast. See you guys later. I don't want to talk to any of you guys anymore. I've got places to be. Alright, see you later, and bye!